mean, even to film, to actually sit there and we've just had a screening of it ourselves and seen it all put together for the first time. I mean, I was in shock. We was like this, weren't we? We kept nudging each other going, oh my god!
Yeah, because you was like, I didn't know what your involvement was.
No, I didn't know what yours was.
I know that like we spent about 3 weeks doing nights, so we lived in this like underground world where like everyone, we'd go home and everyone else would be working and we'd be like going to sleep. But it was like, it does give that sense of like fun and naughtiness just because it's dark. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously, your shoot is started say 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's weird. Like sometimes I was doing like 1 till 6 and then coming back to work at 10 o'clock at night and then leaving at 3. But you know, we got the odd pizza thrown at us, and me and Ross made quite a lot of videos. We had quite a lot of fun with the firemen.
Because we obviously with my side of it as well, Leela's pregnant, so she didn't get to go on the fairground, which I was really upset about.
Yeah.
I was a bit fuming that I didn't get to go on the Ferris wheel and check all that out. But obviously she was doing more important things like trying to find her daughter. But
and obviously I didn't care.
You didn't care where Perry was. No,
I was just dancing.
But yeah, it was nice to have like to see, you know, what everyone's been up to. Because obviously I don't get to see what she's filming. I don't get to see what, you know, the other guys are filming. Anna Passy, Jamie, you know, Mercedes, Jen and all them. We didn't know what they were doing, so to see it all put together and to see how much hard work's gone into it, and obviously Sean, the director, the way it was, that drone shot,
yeah, it's great,
had me like gobsmacked right over. You just saw everything and the music right down. I think
that Hollyoaks always smash the music. I think they always use like the best songs, and like I just feel like they use music in a different way than anyone else does.
I just hope when everyone's watched it, they've had it really loud.
Yeah.
Because when that music kicks in and then crashes and Nico in the mid, it's so
and
cool.
It complements rather than sometimes I think it's put there to distract because maybe it's not as good. Do you know what I mean? But I think it just complements everything.
And the shock factor, when you thought everything couldn't get any worse, Joe goes and
yes, I love that gap. I think that's a great gap because normally with stunts you get like bang,
everything
bang,
just calmed down and I'm just getting my breath back and bam, he just fell and I was like, oh, and I was literally couldn't even breathe for like trying not to cry, could I?
Honestly, when we were filming that, they like dropped like a dummy from over the cherry picker, but it's dressed in all the same clothes and it's terrifying to watch that.
It is.
Like just and hearing it thud, and we were like, oh.
But yeah, it was amazing. It was good. I mean, as for Leela, she's kind of, you know, blind leading the blind. She's like completely in love with him and thinks that he's the guy she's always been in love with since them being kids. Could never do anything like that. I mean, even if he probably could sit there and confess the whole thing, and I don't think she'd believe him. Like,
I feel like Tegan is she's
on
so much more suspicious of him. Like anything he does, like she's just constantly watching him. I think she knows deep down actually.
There is so much more that you're going to see from Cameron that I wish I could sit with every single person who's going to watch it and go, ah!
His evil level has only just started to begin.
It's only just started. He is, yeah.
Christmas and New Year for us
is going to be crazy.
Yeah, we
literally phoned each other up, don't we go, have you got the new scripts? Have you seen them?
I was waiting for these later scripts to come out and I was like, Cameron, have you got them?
Because you get told like tiny things, like just a tiny, like it could be as tiny as, oh, we're going to go there to film, and then we'd be like, oh, what does that mean then? What happens there? Like, when do we find out? And stuff like that, and it's just so exciting. As soon as we get them to, right from reading them to being on set filming, the process is quite incredible. To the Christmas and New Year that's coming up, I think fans are going to be in massive shock and probably a little bit of anxiety.
Also, I think that they might feel satisfied.
Maybe. Good one.